Well, that's the game. Blue Jays drop another tough one to the Yankees. This time it was, let's see here. The final score was 5-1, I believe. Nope, 4-2. Sorry, my bad. 4-2. Jeez, I just finished watching the game, and you'd think I'd know the score by now. But it was a close one today. Jays came back within the final inning and couldn't capitalize, unfortunately. Sanchez was on the mound today for the Jays, and he went up against Masahiro Tanaka. So I'll get that to you. All right, so Sanchez, 5 2/3 inning, gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs off him, gave up 4 walks, got 2 strikeouts, and finished with a 635 earned run average for today. Danny Barnes came in and pitched a third of an inning, I believe, to get out of the 6th. Not much there rather than getting the out. Has a 6.75 ERA. Ryan Tepera came in for the 7th. Nothing to show except for 2 strikeouts, which is pretty good. 0 run, or 0 ERA, I should say. Clippard came in. Tyler Clippard, I believe his name is. Came in for an inning. Got 2 strikeouts. Has a 450 earned run average. Not too bad. And then Roberto Osuna came in for the 9th. Pitched that inning. And has a 0 earned run average. For the Jays today, their lineup was, of course, Devin Travis at second base, having 4 at-bats, 2 strikeouts, unfortunately. Josh Donaldson being the DH because he's having some problems with one of his arms. Don't know how severe that is, but he will be DHing for a bit. It is reported from John Gibbons, manager of the Blue Jays, that he just feels that the arm is dead right now. I mean, he isn't looking to be at his true form right now, especially during Game 1 yesterday, where he tried to throw the ball to first base in the one play, and basically throwing like a changeup and bouncing it, but still getting the out, of course. But he just wasn't looking like himself last couple of days. So hopefully he gets things figured out, and hopefully we see him back in form. True Donaldson form, because he is the bringer of rain. Anyways, today he had 4 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. That isn't like Josh Donaldson at all. So then we had Justin Smoke playing first base, 4 at-bats with 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. It's pretty tough. Strikeouts aren't always the greatest. They really aren't. Curtis Granderson playing left field, 3 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. Steve Pearce came in to pinch hit for Granderson later on. We'll talk about his stats in a second. Solarte, Yangervis Solarte, or Yan Jarvis, 4 at-bats with 1 hit and an RBI. So, obviously, that helps. And Randall Grichuk had 3 at-bats with 1 run, and that one being the home run for tonight for the Jays, his first of the season and first as a Jay. So not bad for him. Russell Martin played catcher, had 2 at-bats, walked once, and that was it for him. Kevin Pillar playing center field, 3 at-bats with 1 hit, and of course a strikeout. Ameldis Diaz, 2 at-bats, strikeout. Gif Nagope playing shortstop. Didn't have any at-bats, apparently. Probably because he came in for Diaz or was supposed to. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. But no, so pinch hitters were Kendrys Morales and Steve Pearce. So Steve Pearce also had, like I said, an at-bat. Got a run scored in with a hit. And Morales came in, didn't have nothing to show for it, unfortunately. So another tough one for the Jays, of course, being on the end of a 4-2 loss. 7 total hits for the Jays in the first 2 games of the season, though, as I'm reading on TV right now. 24 strikeouts in the first 2 games of the season for the Jays, too, as well. I'm watching Sportsnet Central, or I guess it's Blue Jays Central. No, it's Sportsnet Central. They're just recapping the Jays game on TV right now. Let's see here. The stats for the Yankees: Gardner had 4 at-bats with a hit. Judge had 4 at-bats with nothing to show for it. Stanton had 4 at-bats. Didi Gregorius played shortstop, had 3 at-bats with 2 runs and 2 hits. Gary Sanchez, 4 at-bats with 1 hit. Walker came in. Walker, he didn't come in. He was playing at first base. 3 at-bats with 1 hit and 1 run. McKinney, 4 at-bats with 1 hit. Let me go back there a second. Yeah, Gardner with 1 hit. Judge with nothing. Stanton with nothing. Gregorius with 2 hits and 2 runs. Sanchez with 1 run. Walker, 1 hit, 1 run. McKinney, like I said, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. Drury, some last names are hard to pronounce. Drury had 3 at-bats with 2 hits, 2 RBI. Of course, I'm not paying attention to the RBI section tonight, apparently. And then Wade had 4 at-bats with 1 hit and 2 RBIs. Masahiro Tanaka pitched 6 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, and pitched for 8 strikeouts, and let up 1 home run, obviously, like I said, from Randall Grichuk. And then I'm going to obviously have a hard time pronouncing this last name, but Conley came in and pitched an inning and a third with a walk and a strikeout. Robertson came in and pitched 2/3 of an inning, and Aroldis Chapman came in to the bottom of the 9th. I believe it was the top of the 9th, and pitched the inning and gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and got 3 strikeouts for that inning. So it's a pretty close, pretty tough one. Jays and Yankees at it again for Game 3 of the series tomorrow. It's an afternoon or early evening game, depending on the way you see it. 4:07 start time. CC Sabathia is on the mound for the Yankees to go against Marco Estrada. I'm sorry, I've been looking down for most of this. I'm just looking at my phone on the score app to get all my stats. Looks like there's a chance of rain, little light chance, I guess, in Toronto. It's going to be a little bit of a wet one, probably. 7 degrees seems to be the temperature. And I'll be back again tomorrow, obviously, for episode 3 of JayWatch. Not sure at what time I'm going to be doing JayWatch Live. But I will be getting an episode up tomorrow. Yesterday, I didn't get around to what I wanted to, which was basically kind of ranting about the Jays' loss yesterday. And today, the rant will be the Jays need to get more hits. They need to work on that. It's tough to watch a team like the Jays, who, they have some tough times in the beginning of the season, March and April. But then they usually get a hang of things. They're down 0-2 now for the season, which is real tough to look at. But they are playing the Yankees, so it's understandable in a way. Yeah, I wanna see what you guys have to say about this. To be honest, I have a live chat going on right now too, so I can see if you guys do type anything in the live chat section. But no one has commented anything. No one is currently watching at the moment. And I know this is JayWatch, but I just want to give a quick shout out to the Toronto Maple Leafs clinching a playoff spot for the second straight year in a row. And they also just beat the New York Islanders late. Third period magic for the Leafs, winning 5-4. So at least there's some little silver lining out of all of this. Is that, like I said, the Leafs won tonight. Unfortunately, the Jays need to pick it up. But yeah, leave a comment in the live chat. I'll get back to you if you leave it within the next little bit. But the Jays, they are struggling. There may be some players that they left off of their 25-man roster that maybe should have had a better chance at it this season. But again, I get it. There is like late season call-ups. There is mid-season call-ups. Whenever there's a chance for a call-up during the season, the Jays are going to take that. And hopefully this year we'll see the likes of Teoscar Hernandez or Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the lineup and in the mix, especially after that home run for Vladdy back in Montreal for, I believe it was the first game in Montreal this past spring training. But yeah, no, the Jays do need to pick it up. I believe they have everything it takes to win. They came so close tonight, especially in the ninth inning. They always seem to have that little spark in them to try and come back late in the game. They need to actually get a hold of the game early, and they need to hold on to that lead and win games. They can't be playing from behind. They got to go in with the mindset of every game you must win to get to the playoffs. The Jays were in the playoffs a couple years ago. They are a contending team, or at least they should be. But what's going on? Hit more balls. Get ground balls. Don't always try and go for the long ball. That's all I'm saying. The Jays seem to like to do the long ball. They need to go for, in the park stuff. They can't always try and hit it out of the park, into the stands, I should say, especially at the Rogers Center. Go for the short ball. Don't keep trying to go for the long ball because you're going to get burned. Rant is over. That is all for episode 2 of JayWatch. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments, give me some likes, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Go ahead and like my Facebook page. I have JayWatch. You can search that up on Facebook anytime. Go give it a like. You could follow me on Twitter. I believe it's at CRNC_Robbie D or something like that. I will let you guys actually know the full details of what my Twitter is tomorrow. Again, I can't remember it off the top of my head at the moment. But yeah, I am here all season for 162 games. This is only game 2, so you'll be seeing me 160 more times throughout the year. hopefully praising the Jays rather than ranting about them. But I'm Rob Diltz for not Baywatch, as I was just about to say. That was a little botch on my part, but no, for JayWatch, I'm Rob Diltz. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and I'll be back again tomorrow at some point in time. So take care.